toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulls offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bulls will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Garver's team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Florida Atlantic's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. He's in open space downfield. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, USF! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
Dude, How about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that penalty.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got the first down and more. There he goes. The 20. The inside. Touchdown Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
The Bulls line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To throw, it's St. Clair. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch in stride inside the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
From the gun, the running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking to throw on third. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Quick strike complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the deep...
There he goes! And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
South Florida, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The hand to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard...
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Owls! A great catch and run for 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything. 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The short hands, it's Williams. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bulls will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to...
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's nickel. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Got some room to run. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. His defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulls. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Rides the back and leaves it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds a little space. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Snap it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Owls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Spargava. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The play action fake. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catches it at the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They booted away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too.